Good evening. Thanks for joining us on the news at 8. Today, the 24th of July 2024. I am Tabitha Ako. First, the major headlines. Governor Oti lauded for new payroll loader Caterpillar acquisition, boosting environmental cleanliness. Tinubu begs youth to shelve protests. I'm addressing your grievances. Labour meets with governors as National Assembly approves 70,000 wage. We'll take commercials and be right back with the details, and you must stay connected.
Experience the smooth and strong feeling that consistently surpasses expectation. Leading the way in high-performance lubricants, Master Supermoto Oil is as durable as titanium.
Welcome back. Now, the details. The Deputy General Manager of Abia State Environmental Protection Agency, Umuahia Zone, Mr. Ambrose Jonah, has praised Governor Alex Chioma Oti for providing a new payroll loader Caterpillar to enhance environmental cleanliness in the state. Speaking to the media, Mr. Jonah highlighted the machine's role in addressing unauthorized dumping sites within the Umuahia Zone. The equipment is expected to significantly improve the agency's efficiency in maintaining a clean environment. In a surprise move, Dr. Ngozi Okoronko, the suspended Commissioner for Health in Abia State, has tendered her resignation letter to Governor Dr. Alex Oti, according to a press release from the Chief Press Secretary, Ukoha Ujoku Ukoha. Governor Oti accepted Dr. Okoronko's resignation and thanked her for her services to the state. He acknowledged her achievements in repositioning the health sector during her one-year tenure and wished her well in her future endeavors. Governor Oti reaffirmed his commitment to transforming Abia State, stating that he has the mandate to assemble his team, including hiring, suspending, or sacking appointees to deliver on his promises to the people. The Abia State Police Command has concluded its investigation into the alleged murder of Ms. Vivian Ocheze Ogbonna, a 26-year-old female worker at Ina Galaxy Steel Company, Obuzo Asa, Ukwa West, local government, Abia State. According to a statement from the police, the matter was handed over to the Office of the Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice, Abia State, on June 25, 2024 for prosecution in court. This follows the report of the alleged murder made on May 21, 2024 against Mr. Jensen, the 54-year-old operation supervisor of the company. Bayelsa State Governor Senator Doye Diri on Wednesday shut down the call on former Vice President of Nigeria Atiku Abubakar to pick him as his running mate in the 2027 presidential election. Daily Post gathered that a group under the auspices of the Angels DA called on a former Vice President Atiku Abubakar to consider the Bayelsa State Governor Doye Diri as his vice presidential candidate in 2027. The presidential candidate of the Labour Party LP in last year's elections, Peter Obi, has threatened to sue the special advisor on communication and strategy to President Bola Tinubu, Bayo Onanuga, over his allegation that he was involved in the planned mass protests over hardship in the country. Obi, writing through his counsel, Chief Alex Ejesime, son of the Madiba Chamber, said the allegation, which was widely published in social and mainstream media and read by many within and outside the country, maligned his hard-earned reputation as a man who indulges in violence when all his antecedents are vivid that he abhors violence even in the face of extreme provocation. President Tinubu has pleaded with aggrieved Nigerian youth against holding a national protest, saying there is no need for it. The president also assured those behind the planned protest that he has heard their grievances and is working seriously to ensure that all their concerns are addressed. Minister of Information and National Orientation Mohammed Idris conveyed the president's plea by speaking with State House correspondents after he met with President Tinubu at the presidential villa, Abuja. Labour Union made state governments to ensure they comply with the Minimum Wage Amendment Act bill, which empowers workers earn 70,000 naira monthly. The Senate on Tuesday at plenary passed the 2024 National Minimum Wage Amendment Act bill after President Bola Tinubu had transmitted the new wage bill to both chambers of the National Assembly, seeking the expeditious support of the lawmakers for its passage. The Senate and House of Representatives passed the new minimum wage bill. The bill passed the first, the second, and third readings on Tuesday, all within an hour in the upper and lower legislative chambers. The Senate has approved the 6.2 trillion naira amendment to the 2024 Appropriation Act, raising this year's national budget from 28.7 trillion naira to 35.55 trillion naira. The amendment for capital and recurrent are for key infrastructure projects omitted in the 2024 appropriation and for the newly passed 70,000 naira national minimum wage. Meanwhile, the House of Representatives has also passed the amendment 2024 budget at 35.5 trillion naira. The amendment sought by President Bola Tinubu in his letter last week was 6.2 trillion naira. The federal government has slashed the allowances of foreign scholars who are currently stranded in Russia, Morocco, and Algeria, among others, by 12.7%. The announcement was made through the Federal Ministry of Education, with the reduction attributed to the current economic crisis bedeviling the country. The development comes following Nigerian students studying in Russia, Morocco, Algeria, China, Hungary, and other nations on the federal government scholarship decrying their unpaid stipends for 8 months. Those affected are studying under the federal government's bilateral educational agreement scholarship. An operative of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) has died by suicide at his residence in Abuja, Nigeria's capital city. The deceased, a member of Corps 5, was described as diligent, efficient, and unassuming. And on foreign scene, after U.S. President Joe Biden ended his re-election campaign, Vice President Kamala Harris is narrowly beating rival Donald Trump in a national presidential poll. Harris holds a 2-point lead over Trump, 44% to 42%, according to the Reuters Ipsos poll. It was conducted in the 2 days after Biden announced Sunday he was dropping out of the race and endorsing his vice president. In the previous week's poll, Harris, 59, and Trump, now the elder in the presidential race at 78, were tied at 44%. And on sport news, Victor Osimhen is expected to start the preseason with Napoli next week, as no club has yet made concrete offers for him. Napoli coach Antonio Conte could meet Osimhen in Castelvolturno next week, as no European club has yet made a formal offer to secure the striker's services. That sport news brings us to the end of the news at 8. But before we go, a recap of our major headlines. Governor Oti lauded for new Pearl Road Caterpillar acquisition, boosting environmental cleanliness. Tinubu begs youth to shelve protest. I'm addressing your grievances. Labour meets with governors as National Assembly approves 70,000 wage. For this and many more, log on to our website at www.abntv.com.ng or follow us on all our social media platforms displayed on your screen. Do have a pleasant night rest. I am Tabitha Ako.